seemeth just, but the neighbor cometh and searcheth. God sees and departeth between the mighty. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentiousness are like bars of a castle. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be lifted. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. We bow our heads. Lord, I bless you on this morning, that we have come into your house knowing that you have something great in store for us. You intend to stir in our hearts and causes us to see things the way that you do. And Lord, it is our desire that we submit to you on this morning. And as we come to the word of life, we ask that you allow your spirit of wisdom and knowledge to flow, the spirit of understanding, that we're not only hearing this word, but it's implanted in our hearts, and we become doers of this word. God, let us see it, and let us know it, and let us stand in it, that the world will know that you are true. God, I ask you to bind my carnal nature, that it's not of my flesh that I minister, but by your spirit. And I thank you in advance for what you're about to do, and we declare this all. In Jesus' name, amen. You may be seated. A lot of these statements seem as though they don't connect, but they go in different areas. But there's certain parts of it that speak eternally. It speaks. As I was, the first one was the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity or his weakness. The spirit that's in you. The Spirit of God is there and will keep you in all circumstances, cause you to be able to stand no matter what happens in your life. The heart of the prudent gives knowledge. One of the things that God wants us to know is that he gives knowledge freely. You choose to seek his face. And this was one that I know many question. It says the man's gifts make room for him and bringeth him before great men. A person that is giving, is constantly giving, God does something with it. He puts it in a place. When you begin to give without the expectation of receive, you're opening the door for God to pour in you in ways you can't even imagine. He will bless you in that way. That's one of the marks also of the mother, that she's always giving. Always giving, and so much that that's just who she is, without even the expectation of receiving in return. But the one that I wanted to focus on even more than that is the last two verses, where it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Death and life are in the power of what you are speaking. We speak death and life on ourselves and to others. And I ask you, are you speaking life? Or are you speaking death, particularly to those whom you love? Particularly to those, as today's Mother's Day, to mothers. Are you speaking life in them? Declaring what God has called them to be. So, well, my mom was not perfect, or my mom, none of us are perfect. But what I'll tell you this, is that the mother does the best that she can, where she's at. And if she knows God, then there's even a different level of strength that happens in this. And what we as people, particularly God, should be doing is saying, I'm going to speak life in it no matter what. And you'd be amazed what happens when you speak life into that which you love. He says then, whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. For those who have found that woman of God, you got favor in your life and you don't even know it. You got favor in your life, even though you say, well, she did this, she doesn't. You got to learn sometimes not to see it. See, a lot of times we're so interested in the fault Sometimes, it's God loves us through our weaknesses. He loves us through the times when we're not able to be what we ought to be. He loves us until the point that we become that. And sometimes we have the expectation of everybody that's been wounded that they're going to be a certain way, and we have difficulties when they are not. And I understand that. I definitely was that way myself. I mean, I had an expectation this is the standard, but when I realized that I wasn't living the standard myself, I wasn't, I wanted them to be this, but I wasn't that. And so God worked on me and allowed me to be able to see, but he describes in 1 King, this woman, actually 2 King, if you turn in your Bible, and this woman particularly to me, it was the perfect example of what I think a mother is. It's the Shunammite woman. It begins, I want to begin at verse 8.
What chapter?
2 Kings chapter 4, verse number 8. Where it begins to describe this woman. And it says, and it fell on a day that Elijah passed to Shunem, where was a great woman, and she constrained him to eat bread. And so it was that as oft as he passed by, he turned in thither to eat bread. And she said unto her husband, behold, now I perceive that this is a holy man of God, which passeth by us continually. So, first of all, before she even knew who this person was, her heart was that I want to take care of her. She was one that trusted the Lord, and she was one that many people knew who she was. So if she went out, they knew who she was when she showed herself. And even though her stature was great within that community, she was a servant. That she chose to serve people that she saw and that she met. And Elijah, being a prophet, she would come through. She made him stay that she would be able to feed him and serve him. And the scripture says, and so as often as he came by, he would stop in, and she would take care of him. Scripture goes, and she even began to have a discussion with her husband and said, I believe that this person is a holy man, one that's of God, and because of that, I'm going to give even more attention. She says, let us make a little chamber, I pray thee, on the wall, and let us set up for him there a bed and a table and a stool and a candlestick. And it shall be when he come to us that he shall turn in thither. She said, look, when he's traveling, I want to add a room in the house. I want to have a place where this holy man's come by that he can rest, a table he can sit his stuff on, and a bed that he can rest, a chair where he can sit down in. I want to bless him when he comes. I'm not looking for anything from him. I want to take care of him. It's in my heart. I want to give. See, that's what, when we're talking about what women of God do, that's what they do. See, they don't do it to everybody. They sense it. That, hey, this is something I have to do this. And their love, it permeates in everything that they are and what they do. This is who this Shunammite woman was. Scripture says, and then it fell on the day that he came thither, and he turned into the chamber, and he laid there. And he called, and he said to Gehazi, his servant, and called the Shunammite. And when he called her, she stood before him, and he said unto him, say now unto her, behold, thou hast been careful for us with all these cares. What is to be done for thee? Wouldest thou be spoken for to the king or the captain of the host? And she answered, I dwell among my own people. And he said, when then is to be done for her? See, when you start doing them hate me, particularly the people of God are always going to want to bless you. God is always going to, see, one of the things about, in the spiritual realm, there are no debts that go unpaid. So when you're blessing others, God is going to bless you. It's just the way that it goes. You may not see it right away, but when your heart is about saying, I want to give because it's the right thing to do, and I'm not looking for what you can do for me, I'm looking for what I can do for you. As John F. Kennedy said in his inaugural speech in 1961, he said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. You know, we ought to have a spirit of saying, I want to be able to do something for others and cause their lives to be better. I'm not worried about what I'm trying to get, the spirit of poverty. I don't want that on me. If I have just a little bit, I'm going to try to help someone else get better. And so because of this, Elijah's like, I got to figure out a way to bless this woman. Because she's done and gone out of her way to be special to me. The scripture says that he said to his servant Gehazi, answered, verily she hath no child, and her husband is old. Here is a woman that has been not blessed with a child. But yet and still, she's not wearing that on her sleeve. She's not acting as though she's blessed, and she's still trying to get, so she has a weakness that she didn't go say, I have this and I want you to fix. She still was trying to bless somebody, even though there were some things that she was lacking. Here, Elijah says, call her. And when he had called her, she stood at the door. And he says, about this season, about this time next year, according to the time of life, thou shalt embrace a son. And she said, nay, my Lord, thou man of God, do not lie unto thine handmaid. See, he says, I'm going to bless you because of what you've done. I'm going to talk to God, and he's going to open up your womb that you're going to be able to have something that you desire, even though you've accepted with Lord, even if you don't give this to me, I'm going to be all right. Even though I might not be blessed with something that I desire, I'm still going to serve you. I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to care for others because that's what you placed within my heart. Verse 17, and the woman conceived and bare a son that season. That Elijah said unto her, according to the time of life, it came to pass. It happened just as he said. And when the child was grown, it fell on the day that he went out to his father to weep with him. And he said to his father, my head, my head. And he said to the lad, carry him to his mother. And when he had taken him and brought him to his mother, he sat on her knees till noon and then died. Now, see, one of the things I want to tell you something. Just whenever God blesses you, Satan wants to try to rob what he's given you. He wants to take away the blessings of God. But true and faithful people, that doesn't faze them as much. They stand firm. And this example with this woman was really huge in how she was. I want you to notice what the response is. First of all, here she has this child. And she has this child when she's older. Her husband is older. She wasn't supposed to be able to have the child. And here she has it. And now Satan has robbed and taken this child. Died right in her arms, on her lap. Something that she loved. And notice what she begins to do. The words that she begins to speak. How she responds to an assault by the enemy. The scripture said, and she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God. She took him to that room where she had prepared for that which is of God. A holy sanctuary, and she says, I'm going to put him right here because God's the one that's blessed me with it. So I'm going to put him in this place. The scripture says that shut the door upon him. It doesn't say that she cried. It doesn't say that she was screaming and going on. And said, and she called unto her husband and said, send me, I pray thee, one of the young men, and one of the asses, that I may run to the man of God and come again. See, when the problem happened, her first response is, I'm going to God to deal with this. I'm going to the person of God that made this promise to me, that caused, that interceded on my behalf, that I would have this that I desire. Because I know the God that I serve, if he blessed me this way, he's not going to change his mind and want to take it away. Her response is not what a normal response of most people would be, because someone who's lost a child like that would be typically very distraught, not able to think clearly. But her first thought was like, now I got to go to God. See, this is who we ought to be in our difficult times. And when things are not looking the way that we want, we don't need to run to other people. We need to be saying, I'm going to the Lord and see what he has to say about what is taking place. The scripture goes on and said, and he said, wherefore will thou go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And notice what she says. It shall be well. When I go to the things of God, I know it's going to be all right. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if he's going to let him live. But I know that when I come from the things of God, it's going to be okay. And then she saddled an ass and said to a servant, drive and go forward. Slack not thy riding for me, except I bid thee. So she went and came unto the man of God, to the Mount Carmel. And it came to pass, when the man of God saw her afar off, and he said to Gehazi, his servant, behold, yonder is the Shunammite. Run, I pray thee, to meet her, and say unto her, it is well with thee. Is it well with thy husband? Is it well with thy child? And she answered, it is well. This is the confidence of a person of God. Now, we know that the child is back at the house. In the man of God's room, on the bed, he's dead. He's not breathing anymore. And her answer with this distraught condition is everything's okay. It's well. And then she goes, and the scripture says, and came to the man of God to the hill. She caught him by the feet, but Gehazi came near her to thrust her away. And the man of God said, let her alone, for her soul is vexed within her, and the Lord have hid it from me, and have not told me. See, I know something is wrong with her, and God has not allowed me to see what it is. See, what happens with the person of God? God allows that person to see, recognize and know certain things without you even telling him what it is. But this time, here, he's looking at this woman, and he doesn't know what it is. And God is trying to demonstrate and teach something here. One, he's showing the faithfulness of this woman. And the other thing he's showing, see, when God blesses, he blesses everybody in the room. Even the man of God is being blessed. The scripture goes on, and then she said, did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I not say, do not deceive me? And then he said to Gehazi, gird up thy loins, and take my staff in thy hand, and go thy way. If thou meet any man, salute him not. And if any salute thee, answer him not again, and lay my staff upon the face of the child. He said, look, I want you to go there. I don't want you to say anything to anybody. If anybody wants to talk to you, you just keep your mind focused on where I'm sending you. Take my staff. And when you get to the child, I want you to place it upon the child. The scripture said, and the mother of the child says, as the Lord liveth, and as my soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And he arose and followed her. And Gehazi passed on before them, and he laid the staff upon the face of the child. But there was neither voice nor hearing. Wherefore he went again to meet him, and told him, saying, the child is not awake. And when Elijah was coming to the house, behold, the child was dead, and laid upon the bed. He went in, therefore, and shut the door upon them twain, and prayed unto the Lord. And he went up and laid upon the child and put his mouth upon his mouth, and his eyes upon his eye, and his hands upon his hand. And he stretched himself upon the child, and the flesh of the child waxed warm. And he returned and walked in the house to and fro, and went up and stretched himself upon the child. And the child sneezed 7 times, and the child opened his eyes. And he called Gehazi and said, call the Shunammite. So he called her, and when she was come up unto him, he said, take up thy son. Then she went in and fell on his feet, and bowed herself to the ground, and took up her son, and went out. Her faithfulness is what women of God do. She trusted in God no matter what happened. Even in the darkest hours, she was standing in there. There's a strength that happens when we do that. See, it's not in your own strength that you're doing it, but you're doing it in the promise of God. If God has promised you something, he's not going to renege on those things that he promised. If he's going to bless you, he's going to bless you. And there's nothing greater than having a woman of God that stands in it. See, the strength of men comes many times in the wife that they have. See, God told Adam, it's not good for man to be alone. I'm going to give you a helpmeet, someone that's suitable, someone that's complementary, someone that's going to cause you to be better. And that's the essence of what the woman of God is. And that is what the essence is of mothers. And as mothers, I look upon you as being those things. See, I've been blessed to witness you, whether it's been in your weaknesses or in the things where you flourish, where you've stood and been mothers. And one of the key pieces, somebody said, well, you were weak in this area, you were weak in that area. But the one key piece that I've witnessed is that your desire to want to know and serve God. See, there's a song that used to go, please be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. When God gets through with me, I shall come forth as pure gold. See, when we're watching God work his masterpiece in us, there's a time that goes through where we are in one condition, but he changes us as we submit. And I've seen this operation go on in many of you within this ministry. And he's continuing to do that as you submit as women of God. God is calling on you not to give up, not to quit. Continue your journey toward him in all things, in the midst of whatever difficulties that you face. Instead of running to everything else, say, I'm going to run to the Lord. I'm going to trust in him in all things. And I'm going to allow my life to be that virtuous woman, that woman that is excellent in the things of God. See, guard your heart with not expecting from mankind to be a blessing. Have your expectation from the people and the thing that's of God. That God is the one that's your source in everything that you do. And then when you are like the Shunammite woman and you go and experience the difficulty, you're not going to be like everybody else. She didn't respond like the average person. God is desiring you to be the same, and you can do that. You can be that because you are truly women that are blessed of God. And at this time in the service, what we want to do is men of God. We want to bless you, and we want to honor you. We want to symbolically bless you with these roses that we're going to hand out. And we want to speak God's blessing upon your life because you're special. God loves you. There's nothing that we're able to do that's great, but his love for you is so great that he will keep you in every storm and every situation. And at the end of it, he's going to do like he did with the Shunammite son. He's going to bring life back into it. No matter what it is, he's going to cause it to be life. He wants you to know that he loves you and he's working things out. He's smoothing out the crooked places, the rough spots. And he's making those places straight. Stand in him in all things and know that his love never fails. That it continues no matter what happens in your life. So I'm going to ask that the woman